I won't take any specific questions, but I would like to make a few remarks concerning the recent developments here at South Carolina State and make a few remarks, especially as they relate to the activity with regard to the legislature. First, it's important to know that a lot of misinformation has been floating about as it relates to South Carolina State's recent budget requests and previous monies acquired from the state. We prepared a fact sheet for you that spells out the chronology and budgetary events that have occurred since. Important that you report these facts accurately. South Carolina State's budget request to the House Ways and Means Subcommittee on Higher Education was for $13.7 million above our annual appropriation. That request was a normal request, like any other university. We requested those funds for a number of very pressing areas within the university. We asked for $5 million to help us with our aging boiler plant, where we have had some major problems with the heat distribution around the campus. We've asked for money to help us with our nuclear engineering program. We also asked for money to pay back the loan that we received from the governor and from the Budget Control Board earlier this year. We understood when we took that loan that we would be seeking an appropriation to pay that money back, as opposed to trying to take money out of our budget to pay back a loan right after we received the loan. Earlier reports also state that we formally requested $50 million. That is not accurate. What we did was simply illustrate, if we were to receive $50 million over 5 years, what kind of efforts this university could take to restabilize itself. And that money would have been distributed if it were received. We didn't formally request it. It was illustrative of what we would do with $50 million to help us address issues in retention, recruitment, teacher recruitment, infrastructure improvements around the campus. A normal discussion about the possibilities at South Carolina State University. It's also been reported that we've not talked about a plan or not presented a comprehensive plan. In fact, we have presented a comprehensive plan, and it has been presented to the board, and we gave copies of those plans to the House Ways and Means Committee, and we've also provided a copy of the approved strategic plan for the university. Our plans, which we've developed, included a strategic plan, as well as an enrollment management plan. We have presented a fundraising plan for the university, and we have a cost containment and budget plan for the university. All these are geared towards enhancing the university as we go forward in the future. Now, I want to also talk about this discussion that's been going on about whether or not the university has taken seriously the need to take practical and prudent actions to right size. We've talked at this university over the last year about numerous options to right size the university. Those options have included reductions in our workforce, cuts in athletic programs, other measures. Certainly, we've considered a number of different options, but we have to weigh the impact of those options and those types of cuts on our great university. For example, to simply cut athletic programs across the board would subject the university to numerous fines and penalties from athletic conferences. In addition, there are matters of gender equity, as well as minimum requirements to play within the conference and at the competitive level that our athletic programs are currently engaged in. Even more importantly, we've talked about financial exigency here at the university and the possibility of cuts in tenured faculty positions and other areas within the university. We are taking measured steps to address our size of our faculty and our tenured faculty, but we are also being very conscious of the fact that we do not want to violate the accrediting bodies or the outstanding requirements of any of the accreditors of any of our academic programs. All of our academic programs at South Carolina State are accredited, and our students depend on that accreditation to ensure that their degrees are valuable when they graduate from South Carolina State University. Bottom line, our first obligation is to our students. We're committed and continue to take steps necessary to ensure that they receive the quality education that they deserve from this university, and so that they will be knowledgeable and productive citizens in this state and throughout this country and in the world. And we know our students are prepared to make a difference in the world. Thank you all.